Welcome to Weirdos Like Me. I am your chief weirdo, Dr. Shannon. So before I start getting into what the heck is Weirdos Like Me and who is this for, let me just start by saying that I decided to do this as a video podcast as well as an audio. I was really debating between whether to do video or not. And here's why I decided to keep the video for those of you who are watching the video version. I want to dive all in with this Weirdos Like Me. Okay. I want to be so real with you guys. I want you to see what it's like to be a total weirdo, living authentically in your weirdo nature through me and all the weirdo things I do. So what that means is you are going to see me mess up. You're going to see me stumble over my words. I'm going to make weird faces. I talk with my hands a lot. So you're going to see lots of hand movements. And you're going to see me have what I call my shiny object syndrome squirrel moments, where I get distracted, go off on a tangent, and then hopefully come right back. So anyway, I'm leaving all of this in because I, again, want you to see what being a weirdo in your authentic nature looks like, and that it's okay. Because ultimately, Weirdos Like Me is a community to allow you to be your true self, whatever that weirdo version looks like for you. All right. So now that that's all out of the way, should you be here? So let's go through some criteria. You may be a weirdo like me if you consider yourself an introvert, if you are, well, if you're already an entrepreneur, or you're aspiring to be an entrepreneur or a leader in your community, in your industry, or if you just want to be a better person and a leader amongst your peers, your friends, and your family. All right. This doesn't have to be just business related, although a lot of these topics and strategies really do help you if you want to be an entrepreneur, because that is one of the biggest struggles that I know introverts have, is that they don't think they can go forward and be an entrepreneur, and you can. And we'll talk more about that. If you are interested in the concept of minimalism and how it can help bring clarity, focus, and stress relief to your life and to your business, and goodness knows, I think we all need a little bit more stress relief. So if you're interested in that, this place is for you. If you ever thought to yourself, wow, I wish that I could be an extrovert, life must be so easy for them, they can just go out and talk to anybody. If you've ever thought that, then this group is for you. And if you want to better yourself, okay, so you're not the introvert that people think introverts are, if you catch my drift. So the world has this misguided thought that introverts are shy, antisocial, they don't like interacting with people ever, and that, you know, maybe you're quiet and you're reserved because you don't have anything to say. And that's just wrong. Okay. So if you are a weirdo like me, you probably have so much to say that you filter out 98% of it, because 98% of it is not even really relevant to what you're talking about. You're trying to just save the relevant stuff for what you are expending out there into the world, into the universe. Okay. So while so-and-so is talking about what color shoes they think they need to purchase next week to match some outfit for some hypothetical situation that they're not even in, you, on the other end, are sitting here contemplating the meaning of life. And, you know, what is your purpose? What does your soul want to do? What is this person that's in front of you? What is their sole purpose? Did you run into them today because you guys are intertwined and there's some type of bigger, ultimate purpose for the two of you meeting today? What paths did this take you down? And what happens if you didn't run into them? What are the 30 other options that could have occurred in your life today? And blah, 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 blah. Okay. You get me? Because, I mean, I don't know, maybe it's just me that thinks that way, but I'm pretty sure I'm not the only one. So if you have ever thought, I can't be an entrepreneur, I can't get up in front of a group of people and give a talk without dying. I can't network with complete strangers at meetings like BNI and Toastmasters and go out in the community and meet people and put myself out there and market myself and my business. You know, if you've ever thought those things, this group is for you, because I have thought all of those things and more. And then if you are a mom or a dad and you have all of these parent meetings to go to, PTA and sports meetings and dance and swim lessons and mom groups, and you're like, man, I really want to have more parent friends, but damn, I don't know how to balance this work-life thing. And I need time. I need to learn how to recharge because my energy is drained. If you can relate to that at all, then you're in the perfect place. So again, I've said all of these things and more, and I'm sure you're going to hear more about what I've said through the course of these podcasts and everything that I have planned for the Weirdos Like Me community. But honestly, I'm a little embarrassed to say how painful the journey was for me to learn and to unlearn certain things, how to exist as an introverted entrepreneur in this world that we live in that is built for extroverts. And then you throw in, if you want to start learning and talking about consciousness and minimalism, and then becoming a parent, and for me personally, becoming a mom and then becoming a newly single mom, all of these things layering on top of each other, and then having to break through every story that I had about myself to learn how to succeed as my true authentic self. You know, the truth is, it would have been nice if I had a mentor or a guide, somebody who had similar thought patterns to me, so that I didn't have to figure out a lot of this on my own so freaking painfully. However, it is what it is, right? That's my journey. Now, just so you guys know and get a little glimpse into the journey, I used to get terrible migraines almost on a daily basis as a kid, as a child, anytime I had to go into any type of social situation, right? So how did I go from getting these terrible migraines, physically making myself sick when I had to put myself out there to people, to going into a healing profession where I see, talk to, and work with dozens to hundreds of people every single day, to getting up and doing events in front of the community, to doing talks in front of hundreds of people, and putting myself out there on social media, doing these live videos, to becoming a professor at a university and teaching large groups of students, and then teaching seminars to students and other doctors. How do you go there, right? How do you navigate that? And it's because I learned the strategies that it takes to not only survive, but to thrive as a conscious, minimalist, introverted entrepreneur in this world that I thought you could only exist in if you were an extrovert, and if you were one of excess and extravagance, and you just loved being out there in front of everybody. However, it took me a while to learn this, right? This was not an overnight process. And I want to help others have a much faster and less painful journey than I did learning these same strategies, because that's all it is, guys. It's strategies and breaking through the stories that we have of ourselves that we can't do certain things. And if you're a weirdo like me, I want you to be okay with that. No, wait, stop. No, don't be okay with that. It's not okay for you to be your true authentic self. It's actually pretty freaking awesome. Be so happy to be your true authentic self, because the world needs more authenticity. And that's what this community is about. So here it is. Each week, I'm going to release a podcast on a topic that is related to being an introvert, an entrepreneur, consciousness, minimalism, and how to use any or all of those things to help thrive in life, love, and leadership. So if any of this resonates with you, then go ahead and subscribe to this channel, subscribe to the podcast, and make sure you're in the private Facebook group, Weirdos Like Me, because that's where I'm going to really be updating everything. And that's where I'm going to be dropping a lot of the content, because I want to help you guys succeed, thrive, and dominate as a fellow weirdo. Thanks for spending this time with me today, and I will see you next week for our next episode of Weirdos Like Me. See you guys then.